Hi, my name is Diane Gatterman, and I'm a psychotherapist, and I'm a bariatric surgery patient. This week I posted on my Facebook page and on Twitter a picture of a bunch of animals inside a car, and underneath it says, "Who is driving?" Now, this is a very interesting picture for me because in doing therapy, when someone dreams about a car, the car usually represents the self. So it's not unusual to have someone say, "Wow, I was driving the car, it was out of control, it was, sweeping off the road," or "I wasn't even driving the car. It was like my mom or my dad or my husband or my wife was driving the car and I had no say and it was out of control," which is usually an indication that someone else is kind of being bossy and taking over the person's life. Um, you know, After having weight loss surgery, that question becomes more predominant, I think, than before. Although I think for most people, that's a question that comes up anyways in their life of who's driving their car. You know, we all come into this life with our own car, and we know to some extent how to drive it. And if people let us and, let us figure it out for ourselves or maybe give us some hints if we ask, it can be a good driving situation. But if they're going to be bossy and try and drive the car for us, like if you look at that picture of the animals in the car, you sort of wonder, like everyone's crammed in there trying to drive that car. And you have to kind of say, this is a mix for a very bad accident. This just looks like something that's going to go very wrong very soon. And that's pretty much the way it is when we let someone else drive our car, or if we try to get into someone else's car and take their car keys and drive their car instead of letting them do it. For sure, when we've had this kind of surgery, more than ever, we need to tell people what we need and to really take control of our own life. We need to know what it is that's going to make us healthy and keep us healthy. I think if you want to be successful on this journey, you basically have to see your body as your car and to see your car keys as something you don't just hand over to anybody, actually. You can let someone drive with you in that car. You can certainly say, you're great to drive with, and this is a great journey. But who wants to get into a car with someone who's going to say, "You're driving too fast," or "You're driving too slow," or "I could drive better than you," and, you don't know what you're doing. I think it's confusing enough to have this surgery where your body is doing all these weird things. You're learning to eat very differently than you've eaten. Your whole system is something new to you. I think for most people, you feel pretty much like an alien. Like, who am I? What am I supposed to do? How does this car work? I remember having a car, and I remember it kind of looking like this, but this is like a different model, and it doesn't work the same. It doesn't take the same kind of gas. It's not just like put in the key and start her up. This really is learning how to drive a very, very different car. And in order to keep that car running, you really have to be able to ask for what you need. You really have to tell people, "No, I can't drive my car off a bridge. No, I can't take my car to like any old place and just, junk it. I'm not going to put really cheap gasoline in my car. It's going to fall apart. I don't want to, kick it or, do all kinds of weird things to it. This is my car and I have to keep it safe. And I have to be around people who are going to respect my car and who are going to help me to have my car last as long as possible." And I don't really feel comfortable with anyone else even suggesting that they should take the keys from me. And this is a big challenge, as I was saying, when you're going through the surgery, um, saying to people, I can't eat that stuff. It's going to make me really, really sick. Or, I really need to exercise now. Um, whether that's doing you know, something that's walking or swimming or, dancing or, just something fun, but just moving, just, keeping your body in a shape that is active and that is moving forward and, allowing your endorphins to be released. It's just really to put you in a good place. It doesn't have to be insane. Um, but most people, have that struggle where they're trying to balance family and friends and their own time. And if someone says to them, well, you can't do that, we usually do this at that time, um, they will say, okay, I don't need to take care of myself today. I really feel actually like going for a walk, but you're telling me you'll be upset if I go for a walk and I'm not spending time with you watching TV or something. Those are challenges. Or going out with people that say, "Oh, come on, we always go to this place in order that you can have that now, even if it's going to make you seriously ill." Um, these are all things, that are challenging to be able to say to people, "This this is really what I need. This is my body. This is my car, and I really need you to respect that." And it's funny because I had a few people who watched my videos who said to me, wow, I know you're focusing on bariatric surgery and the things that are coming up, but the stuff that you're talking about comes up for everybody. I thought, yeah, it's true. It does, because life isn't easy. Life isn't easy, and dealing with people are not easy, and dealing with ourselves is not easy. Um, and having this surgery actually just brings that more to the forefront, of can I ask for what I want? Can I ask for what I need? Am I able to do it in a way that still maintains a good relationship with people and is non-threatening and still respects my needs? Basically, can I say to somebody, you know what, I really care about you, but you've got to stop trying to take the keys out of my hands, and you've got to trust that I can drive my car. If I have problems, I will ask you, or I will ask my mechanic, which translates into the surgeon or nutritionist um, or nurse. I will ask them for some professional advice. But right now, you have to trust me. You have to trust that I can drive this car. If there comes a time when I'm having difficulty driving it, I will ask for your help. And I appreciate very much that you're trying to help me, but this is not helping me. And that's very difficult for a lot of people to say to people that they care about. Please give me back my keys, and I love you, but please drive your own car. In a respectful way and in a loving way, and being able to maintain a good relationship through that. This is a challenge for most people. So those are some thoughts to think about, is really, who's driving your car? And if someone else is trying to drive your car, are you able to say, I love you, but please give me back my keys, and if all goes well, like, I would love to have you as a passenger, but you've got to really stop trying to drive my car. Or tell me how to drive my car. I know how to drive my car. Thanks so much. Um, just some thoughts. So I hope you're well, and I hope this was helpful to you, and good health to you. Bye-bye.